Afternoon everybody, welcome back again to another edition of Webby Sports Shredder here in my manor in sunny Tenerife. We got another gentleman that we are going to interview now. Various questions, we're going to split it because this gentleman, Lee Allinson, is the son of my good pal Ian Allinson. Played for Arsenal 86 times I think, scored a few good goals, so he tells me. So Google that, that's for sure. And Lee's the manager of Hendon Football Club. And his dad helps him out 3 days a week, does a bit of work, bit of pen pushing, and that's what he's good for. I'm getting you back, son. I'm getting you back. You know that, don't you? Lee, how are you?
Hi, mate.
Nice to see you. Listen, and I've got the shirt. Hang on, I've got it. You never got me one, did you? No, you did.
I did.
Look at that.
There you go, mate.
There we go.
You look good.
I look good in that. That's going to be on, that's going to be on the show this Saturday morning. It really, really is. Okay, right. You're the manager of Hendon Football Club in the Isthmian League.
Yep.
I believe your football club was Man United. You've always followed it in your young man.
Yeah.
Without these questions, just have a little general chit chat. Just give us a bit of a background how you got to Hendon Town Football Club first and foremost.
Yeah, so obviously I played until I was 30, 31 and retired. I had a slight hip problem and got offered the assistant manager's job at WEBBY'S Town. And I took that role, and then obviously Dad was out of work at that time, and he got offered the St Albans job. And about 6 months in, he offered me to come in and be assistant manager at St Albans. I took that, thoroughly enjoyed it, and then the opportunity come up to be manager of WEBBY'S Town. Had probably the best season there that they'd had for a long, long time.
Yep.
Started the second season, started well, was third in the league, and just felt like they couldn't go as a football club. And the Hendon job come up, they were bottom at the time, in the same league, at the same level. And I took that job, I kept them up, and the season got curtailed through COVID, last 8 games, but we would have stayed up, and sort of the journey's gone from there.
When your dad was at Boreham Wood, did you have anything to do with Boreham Wood?
Yes, I played there for over 100 games for Boreham Wood.
Okay.
Played there for 2 or 3 years.
What position?
Centre midfield.
Centre midfield?
Yeah, I felt like I underachieved a little bit, if I'm honest. I felt like I underachieved as a player, really, for the ability I probably had. I wasn't committed as enough as I am as a manager. And I just thought things were given to you as a footballer, and they're not, and you have to work extremely hard. And I always felt like I was playing within myself at Boreham Wood, but I had a great time there. We got promoted. I played in the playoff final, set up the second goal for my late friend.
Where was that at?
I was at home to Kingstonian.
Yeah.
A great game, won 2-0. My late friend who passed away, Ryan Moran, I set him up for the first goal, header, scored. A great memory, but I just felt like I played within myself, and you know, the time had come where I had to move on, and moved on to Olsey Town and then WEBBY'S Town as a player. But yeah, listen, I had a decent, won a lot of things as a player. I don't think I achieved what I probably should have as a player. I felt
you like tennis?
They
said you were bit of a tennis player as well.
Yeah, I mean, I had to change. I had to choose a full team, whether to go full-time tennis or go full-time football. Okay. Obviously, chose the wrong sport because I chose football. But yeah, no, and listen, I played it, and obviously we're here today, and we're playing paddle at the moment. But yeah, no, so I've always been quite sporty. As I say, I just had a bit of a streak in me as a player, where probably because where Dad went as a player, footballer, I always thought things were kind of given to you, and you have to work really hard as a footballer. You just had Dan on the seat here, and
of course,
I've watched that kid work from 10 years of age to where he is today.
What a lovely fella!
And he's worked his socks off. He's had disappointments, he's had rejections, and
of course,
listen, I've watched him live for Millwall. I've watched a number of games for Sunderland, and for me, he's a Premier League footballer in the making, 100%.
Until your dad told me and everything else, and I was over the moon with it, and I have actually watched him. And I always looked at him because he was tall, big lad, centre half. And when he saw me, I went, God, that's the one I've been following. Yeah. So it's one of those things. Yeah. No, he's good. He'll go far.
No, good player. Reads the game well. He's not quick, but don't get beat. And you know, he's very good, great in the air. Loves defending. And I think that's a dying art in football, defending. He's one who loves doing it.
Oh, it's an impossibility, isn't it? As you say, it is a dying art, and he is good. I've watched him go to scoring that goal against Spain a couple of weeks ago. That must have given him a massive achievement and a bit of a push. and ambition he's got.
Yeah,
is good.
I've always said when he got his Northern Ireland cap, he'll be the next Northern Ireland captain for me, 100%. And then he captained his side last week. I think Johnny Evans is still there at the moment. Yeah. The man's learning a lot from him, but he's just an all-round great kid. You know, he's not forgot his roots. He knows where he comes from.
Well, they're talking about Johnny Evans having another 1-year extension on his contract in Man United because they're just having the buzz of being around Old Trafford, aren't they?
Yeah, and he's got what Dan says. He's a great character, and Dan enjoys him as well. So. No, listen, I've just got so much time for Dan. He's just he's a lovely boy, lovely family, and I'm so pleased for him. And I really, honestly, I really think he's got half a chance of playing in the Premier League. Yeah, good. Well, we'll push him. I'll follow him every side. That's true. And obviously, the owner of Hendon Football Club. Obviously, you get on. Is there? Does he have much ambition? Yeah, it's very difficult. We're a fans-owned football club. Yeah, you are, and it becomes very hard because you have to. The money we make is through fans and people giving their hard-earned money, and the cost of living at the moment is extremely tough. And it's very tough for the football club. We don't own our own ground. No. Yeah, we play there rent-free, but we only take the gate receipts. We don't take anything else there. So it's very hard, and we're playing in a competitive league now where the budget we've got, it will be either bottom three or at least the lowest budget in the league, but that doesn't fear me. You know, I still think we can always create a good side, and we get a great environment at the football club.
Listen, I've watched it. Listen, I've watched all your bits and pieces and your interviews and everything, and you talk a good story. No, you do. It's just fantastic. And where you finished last year, I think you did absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, you really did.
Listen, I always say that. I think from the outside looking in, people just say, "Look, Hendon's had a good season," but inside looking out, we've had an unbeatable season. You don't go to Oldham and beat Oldham 2-1
in the Virgin Pod,
you know, and deservedly winners as well, and beat two. I think we beat two National League South sides, or three was it in the season?
You got to the final, didn't you? Cup final.
Yeah, cup final. We didn't perform that day. It was a bit disappointing, but the season on the whole was fantastic. So I know how good it was under hard circumstances. And again, this year it would be exactly the same. But listen, I've watched my dad do it for 30 years. We don't worry about challenges like that. We get on with it. We crack on and we work hard, and hopefully that'll reap the rewards.
So we need a sponsor. If there's anybody out there who's got a few quid in your pocket,
we do need a sponsor.
Hendon Town Football Club. Well, we're going to get Ian himself. We're going to open up a new bank account with Ian. We're going to sort some money out for you, so that's for sure. Now, you're a Man United fan. Is that just come from television, just watching, or was there any?
Years ago, I've got a lot of time I spent with my cousin and my auntie and that, and they were Man United fans, and I kind of just followed from there.
Yeah.
Do I like the Premier League? I find it a little bit boring, if I'm honest. I really do. I find it boring. I think it's so tactical now. It's, you know, so many teams sit behind the ball, and the games are. I don't find the games exciting, but I still follow them. I follow the results, and you know, listen, it hasn't been a great season, but hopefully.
Do you still think it's the best league in the world?
Yeah, it has to be. I think it is. Yeah. I think it is. It has to be.
Are we going to win the Euros?
No, we're nowhere near it.
I think we all say that. Why are we nowhere near it? We've got the players.
I look at a few things. If you look at the run we had at the Euros at home, and you know that come off the back of a COVID season where we had a long rest before the league kind of finished really late, and then the Euros started. Yeah. And I look at the World Cup last year or the year before, it was over the Christmas period, so we were in the height of our fitness levels. Yeah. For me, every time that we play in the Euros or World Cup where there's that long break before they start in June, we're just not the same team. We're not sharp, we don't look razor sharp. We look devoid of any idea going forward.
The first two games were really dreadful, weren't they?
Yeah, and we look very devoid. Listen, I've always been an advocate for Southgate because I think, you know, who's going to be better, but I think it's got to a stage now where we've got to try and find better, someone with a little bit more
oomph.
Yeah, someone who wants to push us forward a little bit.
17 minutes gone, we haven't.
Yeah. I look at how many winners we've got in that team, and we haven't got many. And I look at, you've got Jack Grealish, who knows how to win European Cups. He's different class.
Why is he not there? He's my love child.
He's better than anyone in that team.
Of course, he's great.
He doesn't give the ball away. He makes things happen. He wins free kick after free kick. He gets us up the pitch. He should be in that tournament. I think it's because he's got an opinion, and I don't think Southgate likes him.
I agree.
You know, but for me, I don't like slagging off players because they're a lot better than I ever was. So, but I just think that, you know, the Bowens of this world, the Ezes, even the Cole Palmers, He's won more. He's got more know-how. He's played in top competitions.
What do you think of Palmer? I like him.
I like him. I haven't seen enough of him to really judge, but he's done ever so well at an average Chelsea side.
27 goals, 14 assists. He's only 20, 21. He looks calm, collective. You know, he's there. I like him.
No, he's done great, but give the kid a chance. I just don't see what they don't see. I don't get it. You know, I mean, you've got to be devastated if you're Mainu or the other lad from.
I like that. That went Water
from Palace. The central midfielders and the right backs getting played over them, but. I don't think anyone would complain if Southgate give it a right go and go and put Foden in the 10 and then go and put one out wide and put Bellingham in the 8 maybe and have a look at it. I don't think anyone would complain.
There's no balance. Luke Shaw is missing 100%.
Yeah, and there's no left foot, and I just think that's the biggest issue with Southgate. I think he's bringing it on himself because of these reasons. And I think if he goes and throws a Mane in or throws a Bellingham in the 8 and Foden in the 10 and one out wide, whether it's Eze or Palmer or one other, and have a go at that, I don't think anyone can complain.
Should be a left full-back.
I see a lot of hammering of Harry Kane of coming short, but if centre forwards come short, players need to run him behind.
Yeah.
I watched Ronaldo the other day. He comes short all game, but we had players going off him all the time. We haven't got that. So he's coming in for a lot of criticism. Who's going to score goals? Because I don't see it from anyone else. So I don't know. I just think we're short. I think we're not sharp. We're not good.
And Declan Rice is having a quiet first 2 games.
I think he's done alright. He just needs another one with him.
Yeah.
He's steady. He's a good player. But I don't see us laying a glove on some of them teams. I think they've got way too much. I think we're vulnerable. I think defensively we're not great. And I don't see us going very far.
No.
It might be wrong.
That's inflating us all, isn't it? We're all going back on there for a rest, I think. I know what you mean. But at the end of the day, we're still there. Tomorrow we got Slovenia. Again, 2-3-0 we're looking forward to. And then
we need to win that, otherwise we're going to be playing Germany in the next round.
Yes,
so
I know,
we need to win.
We will win tomorrow.
Yeah.
We will win tomorrow, that's for sure. Listen, I know we're late on parade and what have you. Just before we go, a couple of quick ones that I want to ask you. People that you've met, big footballers, anybody that you say, oh, maybe I met so-and-so, You've got any sort of
David
stories?
Beckham.
You met Beckham, have you?
Yeah, fortunate enough that he become very good friends with my brother-in-law, who's a professional snooker player.
Who's that?
Alfie Burden. So he's top 64 snooker player, and he's. My nephew was at Arsenal and Beckham's boy was there, so they become friends. And I got a call from Alfie to say, get yourself up to snooker club now. Beckham's here playing snooker with me. So me and the wife went up there and played snooker with him. What a gentleman, unbelievable! Like just top class.
You can't not, can you?
Nah, you just look. I kind of see. I look at some of the League 2 and League 1 players bowl around like they're top superstars, and then I look at people like that and just.
Different ball game.
Different class.
Well, my discussion with Beckham is I went to Madrid when he watched a couple of games, and he was on the bench at against Atletico Bilbao.
Yeah.
And they were 1-0 down, half time. Brought Beckham on, second half. They won 2-1.
Yeah, there you go. He's just a lovely guy, and he's so he was probably the biggest one I've met. Yeah,
so about snooker, I've got a contact, Rocket Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Yeah.
I've got a snooker cue son.
There you go.
My good pal Tony, Scouser Tony, he's best mates with him, so he follows him everywhere. And he's good mates
with brother-in-law was at the World Seniors last year, Crucible, and got to the final, but lost to Jimmy White in the final.
What a player he is.
So yeah, he's a good player, lovely guy as well.
Go on, another story before we go.
God, dear.
Wait, so you've met Beckham, he's a top man, isn't he?
Met Beckham.
Ever met Ian both of them?
No.
Beefy.
No, there's a few. Nothing springs to the top of the head though.
What about your dad? Look at that. Have you ever met anybody? Who have you met?
Who's the boxer?
Joe Frazier.
Joe Frazier, yeah.
You met Joe Frazier?
Is that a big one?
Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one.
Coming to the Arsenal changing room.
Yeah.
When we was playing.
Yeah, come on, Dennis. Listen, instead of going off, come on. Let's get you on down here. Come on down with your boy. Sit there. Come on. Listen, if you just joined the show, here he is. Here's the big man.
A bit tired.
I know, a bit tired. This is Ian Allinson, son and obviously dad. Played for us how many times? 80 odd times?
In my time, there was only one sub, weren't there? So if you count them, 120.
120 was it? All right. Well, a bit later because we're replacing the camera. So you're over here. You're back home on Friday.
Yep.
Just been playing paddle tennis.
Paddle, yeah, it's experience, really enjoyed it. It's a great game, even for people as old as me, but unfortunately playing two 24-year-olds, we just got turned over and lost 4-3 overall. So.
Well, you're only 3 months younger than me anyway. There you are, you know.
Combined age of 105, we were.
So you're proud of this man, what he's done?
He's done very well, yeah, he's done great. Yeah, I mean, again, it's like anyone as a manager, you set out at quite a young age, and you know, he's still only not even into his 40s yet, so he's got a long career to go with it.
Yeah.
And you just need, you know, the right players around you, and it gives you an opportunity to go on to further. And you've seen that already with some of the managers that have gone into bigger things already.
So when you play for Arsenal, give us a couple of people you play with, or etc. Any big memories?
I suppose really.
That's all a bit loud only because we got these Spanish talking in the kitchen.
The thing you've got is, I think at one stage in my time when I was playing at Arsenal was, I think 10 players were internationals and me. So when you look at Pat Jennings was in goal, you've got Viv Anderson right back, Kenny Sanderson left back, 2 centre halves were David O'Leary and Tommy Caton.
Oh.
You've got Brian Talbot and Paul Davis in midfield, you've got Graham Briggs, you've got Tony Woodcock, you've got Charlie Nicholas, you've got Paul Mariner,
legends,
and myself. And every single one of them were internationals apart from yourself. So they're all experiences that you go through in life, and as I say, I was lucky to be in and around that period with such good players.
But
these things happen, they move very quickly, don't they? Life goes very quickly.
So you're doing a couple of days with Hendon?
Yeah, we're Tuesday, Thursdays and Saturdays now, so it's good. We start pre-season on Saturday again, which is, I think this is my 34th
in football
pre-season as a manager, general manager or a director of football in 16. So I've just literally, the end of this month, I've completed 50 years in football. So
fantastic.
It's,
deserve a medal.
Well, he does.
Yeah. He does. He's been a good lad.
He's been good. So, and you just get pride out of helping people, like helping Lee, helping some of the players, and he's the best for it, because all he wants is players to move on to a different level.
But for what he's done for Hendon Football Club, as they say, you might say where they finished, but with the facilities, obviously the money that's come through the gates is limited. So he's done a fantastic job.
Done a great job, and we've developed players that have moved on to better clubs and better things, and he'll continue to do that, and we'll try and push them and help them as much as we can. We like taking younger players and developing them and pushing them on. So, and that's the way we've got to be.
So we're still looking for sponsors. Hendon Town Football Club looking for a big sponsor. Get into the bank, get your money, get the money out of the bank, and let's send it over to the board. Well, listen, we're going to go. We're going to have lunch. We're going to have a drink. If you just tuned in, Webby Sports Run up here in sunny Tenerife. We got Lee Allinson, Arsenal. We've got Lee, Hendon Football Club manager. We've been there, done it, bought the t-shirt. We've met Mr. Beckham. We've met Joe Frazier.
Yep.
And that's what it is, isn't it? So what I'm going to say is, thank you, top man. Thank you very much.
Messi or Ronaldo?
Hey. I forgot. Go on then.
Messi every day.
No, why is everybody picking Messi?
One was built with serious talent, and one had to work extremely hard.
Yeah, okay.
Both unbelievable talents, so we should enjoy them for what they are.
Yeah, no, you're probably right there, Lee. And they're still going.
They're still going.
Whether in Portugal,
incredible.
Absolutely fantastic. Listen, if you like what you see, like we're here, all you got to do is subscribe to Webby Sports Show. It is free in sunny Tenerife. I want to thank Blue Eyes John for giving me a lift down here because my car's still in the garage. I want a big thanks. Can you say a big shout out to Big Simon, who couldn't turn up today, just poorly? Say hello to him for me, please.
Simon, big shout out to you, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you get well as quickly as you can, mate. And I'll hopefully see you around January time when we're back
on the next visit. So for me, Webby, don't forget, hit the like button and subscribe for free. And I'm an older man, and I'm getting up. Right, thanks, boys. Let's turn you all off. Oh, dear him. Here we go. Cheers, boys.
Well done,